One of my favorite sayings is Latin, and it is Silva vocat. Silva vocat means the forest is calling, and it's something that I try to subscribe to all the time. And when I come through those gates, I think it almost every single time.
Are you familiar with sugar maples? What do you know about sugar maples?
You get maple syrup.
You get maple syrup. I love the place. This is my 10th year here. I try to do walks and get involved on a weekly basis during the April 1st through November 1st. Then I'm here a lot on my own in the wintertime. I love the seasonal changes of flowers. I really enjoy engaging with people and learning from folks. There's over 23,000 different types of asters in the world, in the aster family. The largest one is the orchids. They're like 27,000.
There's a phrase that I hear time and time again from our volunteers, and one that I think is really crucial to the preserve's survival this year in 2020 and imperative to our future in the years to come. And that phrase is, just let me know what you need.
It helps to build community. When people are giving their time, their effort, their money, it really helps to build a community.
It's what I look forward to at the end of the week, because I'm 100% virtual school right now, so it's a lot of screen time. I'm holed up in my house. I don't really have the opportunity to be out in nature, which is something I really love. And so I come out here and I get to be doing two things I love, which is one, helping other people, and two, being in nature.
I like to feel needed and useful. And so when I retired, I was looking for a volunteer opportunity that felt within my likes. So coming here, there's a wonderful group of volunteers. It's so much to be part of. Such good conversations.
Every nonprofit lives or dies by its volunteers and the community that builds and supports it. We are extremely blessed to have volunteers who are really passionate about our mission and want to support us and have supported us.
With the necessary staff furloughs that the spring closures brought to the preserve, our volunteers kind of forged fearlessly into that vacuum, donating hours upon hours of management, administration, nursery support, education, guided walks, facilities maintenance, invasive removals, collection support, fundraising, marketing, social media. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Volunteers touch every aspect of the preserve's operations.
We produced more than this, but we sold about 20,000 plants this year. There is no way I could get those ready for sale all by myself. So we have volunteers that help with prop, and we have volunteers that help with construction projects around the hoop house, and volunteers who clean up and weed and do all these things, because 20,000 plants require a lot of handling to get to be sales ready.
We have a native plant collection. We're the only certified native plant collection in the country. We have some 700 species of native plants. And if we didn't take a multifaceted approach to suppressing invasive species, we couldn't have any of that. And one of the major prongs of that job is weeding. We don't have the staff resources to do it ourselves. The other major grounds-oriented task that they help with is patrolling our deer fence. So there are like 150 deer per square mile outside of our fence. And with that kind of herbivory, there's no way we could have hardly any native plants in here.
This year has challenged us with the way we are getting our work done. We've been very fortunate to have many volunteers step up and help us during these challenging times in a way that they felt safe.
I've worked for a lot of nonprofit organizations, and I have never encountered a nonprofit organization with such a passionate group surrounding it. Were it not for the preserve's dedicated volunteers, I don't know that the organization would have survived the challenges of 2020.
Just the knowledge that they have from
working in their own gardens over the years, or a lot of them are trained in very specific areas of horticulture that they bring their expertise, and they're all wonderful and passionate about communicating it to others.
The preserve is 133 acres. That 133 acres is not going to save the world. But what we do here, by sharing that with other people, gets all of that effort out there. And every yard, every farm, every property owner that wants to make little changes in their land management can apply what they can learn here. And that expands our 133 acres to a much larger area.
It's the thing I can do, the most I can do to help out the environment and the ecosystem. It really matters to me. And when I look at what I can do, this is what I can do.
It's just such an important mission. And so when I found myself with free time this school year, unexpectedly, because of closures due to COVID of programs and other extracurricular activities that I would normally be doing on weekends, I thought that this was the perfect place to help out, because I would hate to see this place go. And I really, really enjoy being here. I think it's beautiful. It feeds my soul. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but I found it to be very true.
Generally, the people that are attracted to come here already like plants and nature and outside, but this is where they learn a lot about how, the insects work and the plants work and the whole ecosystem, the whole thing.
There's always learning going on, and there's opportunities to share as well as receive. And there's not a walk I do that I don't learn something.
It has everything that I love in life. It has all of the natural resources that can enchant me or puzzle me.
Keeps you young. Keeps me young anyway.
We set aside one day a year to thank all of our volunteers. This year, more than ever, we wanted to take the opportunity to thank our essential workers.
Thank you, and more thank yous for everything that you do every week and every day and every month that we do things here. It's a tremendous help.
When our staff couldn't be here, our volunteers were, and that is absolutely profound. So, to our volunteers, I say thank you, not only on behalf of the preserve, but on behalf of me personally. You have welcomed me into this family. You supported all of us through a very difficult year, and you've raised your hand when no one else could. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
We look forward to seeing all of you in the coming year. Till then, stay safe.
My least favorite weed.
So I have a weird relationship with Mile a Minute. I hate Mile.
Probably Mile a Minute. I mean, it lives up to its name.
Oh, let's see. Stilt grass.
Stilt grass.
It is stilt grass.
I'm going to have to say Japanese stilt grass, because that is what is radically changing the environment.
Right, the weed I don't care for at all is garlic mustard.
I would have to probably say garlic mustard.
Creeping Charlie, ground ivy.
No, I'll stay with thistle. But I love thistle now. I don't really have something a plant that I hate and find obnoxious.